In the bustling landscape of financial markets, among legitimate enterprises and innovations, lurks a deceptive, catastrophic creature, the Ponzi scheme. Named after Charles Ponzi, who in the early 20th century duped thousands into investing in a postage stamp speculation scheme. These frauds have since blemished financial histories with their destructive legacies, from individuals to entire economies. The reverberations of these schemes echo with tales of greed, trust, and ruin. As we unfold the intricate mechanics and notorious histories of these deceptive endeavors, we invite you on a journey to demystify the world of financial deception, exposing the shadows beneath the glimmering surface of too-good-to-be-true investments. The inception of Ponzi schemes dates back to 1920 when Charles Ponzi promised investors a 50% profit within 45 days by capitalizing on discrepancies in international mail coupons. This brilliant but deceitful idea marked the birth of the so-called Ponzi scheme, setting a precedent for many that followed. Ponzi's initial success was based on paying earlier investors using the capital from newer investors rather than from any legitimate profit-making activity. This mechanism not only demonstrates the simplicity behind the concept, but also its inherent dependence on a constant influx of new money to sustain the illusion of success. As we proceed, it will become evident that this simple yet fatal flaw is a common thread among all Ponzi schemes. In dissecting the origins, it's crucial to understand that Ponzi was neither the first nor the last to manipulate human greed. He simply perfected a formula that appealed to the mass desire for quick fortune, sowing seeds for future schemers to cultivate their own versions of financial treachery. At their core, all Ponzi schemes share a common blueprint. They pay returns to earlier investors from the capital injected by new investors, rather than from real profit. This structure creates a facade of a thriving business, as long as there are more new investors than outgoing payments. This section explores 3 stages of a typical Ponzi scheme: the setup, the tipping point, and the collapse. Initially, the organizer, often charismatic and convincing, offers a no-risk investment opportunity with high returns in a very short period. As funds flow in and the first payouts are made, early investors, pleased with their returns, help attract new investors, creating a self-sustaining loop. However, once the flow of new investors slows down, unable to meet the increasing demand for payouts, the scheme falters. This tipping point leads to an inevitable collapse, exposing the emptiness behind the scheme's promises and leading to massive financial losses for most, if not all, participants. From the charming Charles Ponzi to the infamous Bernard Madoff, history is littered with individuals who have orchestrated elaborate financial frauds. Bernard Madoff, for instance, managed to keep his scheme afloat for almost 2 decades, accruing billions of dollars before his downfall in 2008. Each architect of these schemes exploited a unique blend of economic circumstances, personal charisma, and complex obfuscations to weave their deceptive nets. This segment will delve into their psyches and methods, examining how they managed to maintain their facades while leading lavish lifestyles on the back of stolen fortunes. Understanding their methods provides critical insights into the psychological and logistical machinations behind these schemes, highlighting both the genius and the pathology inherent in their operations. The fallout from Ponzi schemes extends far beyond individual financial ruin. Entire economies can be destabilized. The collapse of major schemes often results in significant ripple effects throughout the economy, including loss of jobs, reduction in consumer spending, and diminished investor confidence. In this examination, we will explore how these schemes can distort economic indicators and influence global financial markets. The extended impact on charities, nonprofit organizations, and pension funds reveals the broad and deep scars left by these financial deceptions. The success of Ponzi schemes isn't only a testament to the cunning of their architects, but also a reflection of the cultural and psychological landscapes that foster these frauds. In a world where success is often measured by financial gain, the allure of quick, effortless returns can cloud judgment and override skepticism, This part delves into the sociocultural dynamics that make individuals and even seasoned investors susceptible to Ponzi schemes. It examines how societal norms, economic conditions, and human psychology, such as the fear of missing out, FOMO, contribute to the perpetuation of these frauds. By understanding the cultural underpinnings, we can better appreciate why these schemes repeatedly ensnare so many. From the trust imbued by affiliations with reputable entities to the bandwagon effect amplified by social proof, Ponzi schemes cleverly manipulate societal and psychological triggers. The segment aims to dissect these elements, providing a clearer understanding of how collective beliefs and behaviors can sometimes lead us astray. With the knowledge of how Ponzi schemes work and why they succeed, the final step is exploring how they can be detected early and prevented. Regulatory bodies like the Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC, in the United States play a crucial role, but they cannot catch every scheme. This section outlines practical steps for investors and regulators to identify red flags, such as unusually consistent returns, opaque business models, or pressure to reinvest earnings. It also discusses technological advancements like data analytics and artificial intelligence, which are becoming invaluable tools in detecting irregular patterns indicative of fraudulent activities. Moreover, the role of education cannot be understated. By empowering individuals with knowledge about financial markets and the hallmarks of investment fraud, society can build a more resilient defense against future Ponzi schemes. This part not only offers guidance on preventive measures, but also emphasizes the collective responsibility to foster transparency and ethical investment practices. In conclusion, the world of Ponzi schemes is a stark reminder of the perils lurking in unregulated corners of financial markets. From their historical origins to the modern incarnations, these schemes reveal vulnerabilities in human nature and systemic safeguards. By unraveling the complexities of these fraudulent systems, understanding the profiles of their perpetrators, and examining their economic and cultural impacts, this essay aims not only to educate but also to inoculate against the seductive yet destructive allure of financial deception. As we close this exploration, it is clear that safeguarding against such schemes is not solely the duty of regulatory bodies, but a collective responsibility. Armed with knowledge and vigilance, investors can better navigate the treacherous waters of investment opportunities, distinguishing genuine prospects from deceptive traps. Through collective awareness and improved oversight, the financial future can be more secure, shielding the dreams and assets of millions from the devastating impacts of Ponzi schemes.